Good morning. This video has been produced to provide an overview of the CRC's activities during the 2010-2011 year and up to the present for our AGM. During the past year, the DET CRC moved its headquarters from the University of Adelaide to Boart Longyear's new facility at Adelaide Airport. We're very much enjoying co-location with Boart Longyear and the increased industry interaction that brings us. I'd particularly like to thank Boart Longyear for being such good hosts since we've arrived. There have been changes in our head office staff over the past 12 months, and I'd like to welcome Ian Hardwick as our new business manager and Anna Porter as our new administration officer. On the research side, a couple of key changes I'd like to mention are the replacement of Jock Cunningham by Gary Kavanagh as the new Programme 1 leader, and Christian Dupuis ably stepping into Anton Kepich's Programme 2 leadership role while Anton's on sabbatical leave. One of the recent highlights for the CRC has been the joining of Anglo-American into the CRC, and we welcome both Anglo and its participant representative Jeremy Mann. The DET CRC seeks new participants for two key reasons. One, to provide extra funding to finance its research activities and maximise our chances of reaching the overall research goal, and also to maximise input to the project and also the uptake of our research outputs. The recruitment of affiliates to the CRC is going well, and we currently have 27 affiliates, which is 10 above target. Regarding the Board of Directors of the DET CRC and the committees of the board met 6 times during the year 2010-2011, and the committees have also been very active. The Executive Management Committee, which looks after the day-to-day CRC issues, the Audit Committee, the Risk Committee, which held a risk workshop in February and is now working through the analysis of key risks to the CRC and appropriate actions, the Education Committee, and the Commercialisation Committee, which will hold its first meeting in December. All the CRC's projects have been approved by the Science Steering Committee in 2011, and all the projects except Project 2.3 were commenced by the 1st of January 2011. Project 2.3 commenced on the 1st of July. The Science Steering Committee, on which the participants and affiliate colleges are represented, met twice, once in Fremantle in February to review the status of projects, and once again in Perth in September to review the allocation of funds from the Opportunity Fund. Funds have been released by the board to create the $5.3 million Opportunity Fund. These funds come both from the joining of Anglo-American to the CRC and also from the late start-up of some projects. The Opportunity Fund was a concept developed in the planning of the CRC, and it's a terrific outcome for the CRC that we've been able to enact it so early in the life of the CRC. The Opportunity Fund gives us a chance to ensure that we get early commercialisable outcomes, gives us a chance to ensure that we hit all the Commonwealth milestones, and it gives us a chance to ensure that we're covering all the projects required to enable the CRC's research vision. I'd like to cover a few of the promotional activities that the CRC has undertaken. In November last year, we had our formal launch at the University of Adelaide, which many of you attended. There have been numerous conference presentations and articles in trade press and commercial media regarding the CRC. Our key promotional activity is November's conference at Handorf in the Adelaide Hills, which will incorporate the launch of the Bukunga Drilling Research and Training Facility by the Premier of South Australia. A PowerPoint presentation is available for those who want a 1 to 5 slide summary of the CRC and its initial progress. And this summary PowerPoint presentation is being updated quarterly. We held a researchers-only workshop near Adelaide in June in order to discuss projects with each other in an open and frank manner, and indeed for the CRC research team to get to know each other better. The CRC research team comprises approximately 100 researchers in 9 different organisations. The CRC is now working with Adelaide communications firm Fuller in order to develop a coherent communication strategy. This video is one of the first outcomes of our collaboration with Fuller. Before turning to technical matters, which are the crux of the CRC, I would like to cover a few matters of importance first. DET CRC has received tax-exempt status from the ATO. The Australian Government's new R&D tax incentive is, we believe, favourable for industry involvement in CRCs. The Government undertook its first-year visit to the DET CRC in May. Along with some suggestions regarding administration, the Chair of the Committee noted that the overall visit was very positive and that he was confident that we would achieve some great outcomes. Tom Whiting and I were joined by Kent Hoots of Boart Longyear at a CRC Association function in Parliament House in August, where we spoke to the Federal Minister responsible for the CRC programme, Kim Carr, about the DET CRC and its early outcomes. On the education front, DET CRC now has 17 enrolled PhD projects. We're very well on our way towards our target of 50 PhD commencements for 40 completions in the life of the CRC. This is a really ambitious target and a terrific start towards progressing to that target. Turning to the Drilling Research and Training Facility at Bracunga, in May the CRC signed a deed of licence with the South Australian Government permitting us access to the facility. We also received permission from PIRSA to commence drilling our first reference hole at the site, and Boart Longyear's SC9 rig has been moved to the site. We're working closely with PIRSA to ensure that all the technology testing activities at the site are consistent with the terms of the deed, particularly with respect to acid mine drainage and with respect to the local community. A safety plan has been developed in collaboration with the Max consultancy and Boart Longyear's OH&S staff. We obtained a $184,000 People Productivity Places grant in collaboration with RESA, which allowed us to run 3 driller training pilot programs and thus to train 24 unemployed trainees, 15 of whom obtained jobs in the drilling industry. We obtained a $774,000 grant from the South Australian Government in order to progress the Bracunga project. That's allowed us to buy more of Peter Kank's time as project leader and also more of our driller's time, Alex Hardy. I'd like to thank Boart Longyear for the negotiations around increasing the time commitment of Peter and Alex to the CRC. Turning to our projects. Project 1.1 is our flagship project, and at a workshop in May, we decided to focus Project 1.1 on delivering a greenfields coiled tubing rig for mineral exploration. Coiled tubing is recognised to have the following key advantages: faster and safer drilling because drill rod connections are not required, quicker mob and demob and smaller environmental footprint, better hole stability because drilling is quicker and we're not turning fluids on and off for connections. The initial focus on a greenfields rig means key challenges will need to be addressed, such as durability of the coiled tube and appropriate motor and bit for low weight on bit hard rock drilling. If a greenfields rig can be delivered, we can move to a brownfields CT rig with full steerable and sensing capability in the next phase. There's no doubt that early highlights for the CRC are the driller training programme that's already been run at Bracunga and the enrolment of 17 PhD students. I'd like to close though by going through a top 10 of technical highlights from the CRC. Of course, there'll be more information on these technical highlights at the CRC's conference in November. Number 1, lab equipment for drilling sweet spot analysis has been commissioned and initial experiments have been undertaken. Number 2, a carbon fibre drill rod has been manufactured and lab tested. Number 3, the first sensors have been embedded in the new carbon fibre drill rod. Highlight number 4, seismic while drilling tests have confirmed that detectable seismic signals are from a percussion bit and are not rig noise. And seismometers are set up for testing and utilising the signal from the SC9 diamond bit at Bracunga. Number 5, circuitry has been completed for the world's first logging while drilling system for Minex, a natural gamma sensor that will be sent downhole on a shuttle and retrieved with the drill rods. Number 6, a geochemical neutron logging tool has been manufactured. Number 7, the first geophysical inversions have been undertaken on the cloud. This is a key step to integrating real-time drilling data acquisition and decision-making for immediate follow-up drilling. Number 8, a seismic survey has been undertaken at the hillside discovery. Number 9, We have game-changing results on calcrete sampling methodology that we're not yet revealing as we're considering a patent application. Number 10, we have developed a best practice guide for usage of the increasingly popular portable XRFs. Thank you very much for your support of the DET CRC. I believe we're well on track to achieve our vision of transforming the technologies for mineral exploration.